Welcome to the I Can Do That podcast. I'm Jem Fadling, spiritual formation coach, author, and founding partner of Unhurried Living. With 30 years experience in spiritual formation, I help people grow by combining grounded optimism with practical spirituality. This effective dynamic will guide you onto the path of discernment so that you can transform your hopes into habits. Each episode, I'll share one practical idea with one simple takeaway. Together, we'll grow at the pace of transformation, and you'll move into your day saying to yourself, I can do that. I'm wondering if you're wondering why I'm taking the time to describe the symptoms of exhaustion. You likely already know firsthand what it feels like to be tired. But this idea arose a few weeks ago when someone asked me about the symptoms of being overwhelmed. And it got me thinking about how sometimes we continue to run on autopilot or on fumes, and we don't take the time to notice how absolutely exhausted we are. We continue to push through because we don't feel we have a choice. And of course, I acknowledge that life circumstances may come into play here. For example, single parents, taking care of yourself probably falls dramatically to the bottom of the list. I get it. But for most of us, in a day-to-day way, we just forget that we have a choice. And we're not good at taking the time to first notice how we feel and then take care of ourselves. We tend to put other people's feelings, schedules, and needs ahead of our own. And now I'm going to insert the broken record cliche here about putting on your own oxygen mask first. And I'll just keep saying it until we all believe it. Just like the airlines, they never skip this part. Every time you get on a plane, they tell you to take care of yourself first before you help those around you, because they know that if you pass out from lack of oxygen, you won't be able to help anyone else. Now, it's easy to miss the hints that you might need to ease up and rest. So today I wanted to briefly list a few symptoms that may reveal your level of tiredness. So first, you might find yourself complaining a lot. You're bugged by everything. Number two, you might have a decreased ability to concentrate, and brain fog is diminishing your focus. Third, do you have a short fuse? Are you noticing angry outbursts, or are they increasing or intensifying? And fourth, do you find that your creativity is waning and the well feels like it's dried up? And fifth, do you find that your numbing habits are increasing? Eating, drinking, shopping, media. Okay, this is not an exhaustive list, and these ideas are merely anecdotal and they're not prescriptive, even though there may be a cluster of reasons why you are experiencing these dynamics. Tiredness is usually one of them. So what can you do if you find that you're experiencing any number of the dynamics we're talking about? Now, you can guess there isn't a one-size-fits-all answer. Some of us might have deeper issues at play. I get it. And season of life usually creates certain parameters. But for general exhaustion, here are some ideas that might aim you in the right direction. And notice that not all of these ideas address physical exhaustion. Sometimes we are mentally or emotionally exhausted, and these are met in their own kind of ways. So here is a quick rest and refresh list. Take a nap. Stroll in beauty. Practice a breath prayer. This is where you say a phrase on your inhale and another on your exhale. A great breath prayer is this. On the inhale, you can say, "The Lord is my shepherd." And on the exhale, you can say, "I have everything I need." You can unpack your thoughts and feelings with a trusted, safe friend. You can move your body. This one can help with mental exhaustion, especially. Get out of your head and move. You can pause and take 3 deep breaths, focusing on the exhale. Take time to journal your thoughts and your feelings. Listen to soothing or inspiring music. Begin a weekly Sabbath rest. Engage your favorite creative hobby, and you can learn to practice contemplative prayer. Well, the list could go on, but the main idea here is to do what grants you real rest of body, mind, and soul. What does that look like for you? And here's the big one. Give yourself permission to engage these restful behaviors often, and I mean often. Here's a pattern that might help. Choose a small practice daily, a breath prayer or journaling. Medium-sized practices you can do weekly, and the big ones do monthly. Do what works for you. If you're feeling a deep sense of being unable to make time for yourself like this, I do encourage you to go back and listen to episode number 3 on time. I think it might help you move forward. Give yourself and others the gift of a rested and refreshed version of you. It will truly make a difference. So, here's your I can do that for this week. First, identify which symptom of exhaustion you might be experiencing right now. Acknowledge how tired you are and grant yourself some grace by saying, I see you, and I'm going to help you. Then choose one idea from the rest and refresh list and try it on this week. Now, it won't magically erase your exhaustion, but it will be a nice step toward caring for yourself. And if you keep at this, you can begin to turn the tide toward becoming a more rested and sustainable version of yourself. And remember, you are making your way forward one small, simple, and gracious step at a time. As we approach the holidays, I've got a great gift idea for you. It's called Inviso. It's similar to Visio Divina, and Inviso is a spiritual practice using contemplative, photographic imagery. Each of the 20 cards in the set contains an image on one side and 3 reflective questions on the other. You can engage with God in a fresh and inspiring way, so order one for yourself and get one for your friends at unhurriedliving.com/Inviso. If you love what you just heard, please follow, rate, and review this podcast. This helps more people find us, and I really appreciate your help. You can also text this episode to a friend so they can join you on this journey. Together, let's move at the pace of grace and grow at the pace of transformation.